Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak 2, our last episode. Having completed Merkengarten's first floor, our crew logged off, looking to resume investigating later, with our efforts having retrieved some data that we viewed thanks to Nadia's tech skills, ending our overture. The first chapter began with a selection of acts as we headed to Messeldam with Van, meeting up with Quatre and an on-the-job Judith in search of Almata's legacy, as we now begin our sweep of Port Capriccio. Right, of course the tactics screen's there for us yet again. And party formation menu on top of that. If an ally is on a different route, don't worry, you can still exchange accessories and course with them if necessary.
Alright, I've got my disguise on now, so I'm good to go.
That could win an award for the worst disguise in history. Didn't you do the same crap in Edith?
How on earth did no one recognize you?
People did. That's kind of the point here. We got a sub-event back of the thing. We've got a quest event over there. The Red Market Club at Barracuda. And the White World Inn. So we kind of got to do both. Well, let's start sweeping a new place that we've heard of a lot. Now we get to see it. Are you still not satisfied with the scene, Mr. Gotti? I can tweak my performance however you like. Oh no, you played your part to a T, Nina. It just feels like we need a little je ne sais quoi to tie things together before cutting to the climax. No shame in asking for advice if you need it. The whole point of this blockbuster crossover is to raise support for the survivors of Cray Village, right? Knowing that, I'd like to help in any way I can. Looks like Grammy and them are ironing stuff out. Let's not buy them. They've got enough on their plates.
I never realized there were so many people involved in making a movie.
Yeah, it's not just actors and directors out here. Takes a village to make the magic happen.
Whoops.
No, they're still filming. Let's not go in the way, but I want to. Get out of the way.
I hope I can get their autograph.
No autographs. Who's moving around? Stop running away from me, you. Oh, you actually are. Delivery man Bosch. Phew, about halfway done with today's deliveries. I tell you, this job ain't no walk in the park. The guy I worked for took me under his wing back in my street punk days, though, so I can't just leave him out to dry. Anyway, not much longer now. Time for me to get my ass in gear. Right, let's look around absolutely everywhere. Oh, and fish. Fishing. Welcome. Can I interest you in our specialty seafood dishes? Here in Messeldam, you can enjoy the taste of the Northern Sea's bounty fresh out of the ocean. It's our pleasure to share that culinary experience with those who visit our fair city.
What can I get for you?
Oh, Salt Chef's salad. That's 2,000 of my cash instantly gone. And fish chowder as well. Which I'm sure being transported around in my bag for a really long time will be very nice. Oh, never mind, we got loads of cash.
Thanks for shopping.
I've still got to use the Soul Chef, right? Maybe I need to buy some ingredients, but I can make these anytime. Gorgeous Cobb salad.
Ah, the Northern Sea. I'm a little surprised it's not too cold out there this time of year.
I think that's because the flow of ocean currents keeps the port ice-free.
It's like a gateway that connects all the northern countries, like Ohrid, Le Mans, and Rimaferia.
What are you three up to? Oh, it's the fishers. I was just about to go fishing. Oh, it's Van, and he brought friends. Fancy seeing you all the way out in Messeldam. I guess the cap's part of the main part of the uniform. They got fish on them. Do you know these people, Van? Yeah, we met a while ago in the capital. They persuaded me to take some fishing gear off their hands. Doesn't seem like you're too pressed about it, the way you've been carrying that rod around everywhere. What can I say? It helps pass the time. Hey, what matters is that you're enjoying yourself. I'm just as much of an angling aficionado as these two, so any newcomers to the sport are more than welcome. It's the same with us. We came to make a rare catch that can be found in Messeldam's winter waters. We also plan on posting a pic of it on our social media account afterward. We just launched it, so check us out when you get the chance. Oh, and here's a little something for the road. You should cast a few lines with us if you're up for it. Some bait? Yeah. Thanks, we'll keep it in mind.
Well,
Sure is cold here, huh? I guess that's what happens when you're right next to the ocean. Maybe I should buy a hot drink before prepping my gear. I mean, maybe you should wear less fashionable stuff and stuff that covers you up. when you're out by the waterside in the cold place. A lot of winter fish are especially delicious since their flesh is firmer. I know how to clean and fillet them too. Not as good as Grandpa Ahab, but still. Maybe I'll prepare something for Shannon and Makino to eat if we catch anything tasty. This is my first time saltwater fishing. I'm so excited I can barely hold my rod in one place. You should cast a few lines with us too, if you're up for it. Don't need to invite me. I was coming anyway. Locate fishing spots by using shard search. Oh? Okay.
Seems like a good fishing spot.
Let's do this thing.
Ooh, gold.
Hey!
Oh, what did I throw? Oh, whatever. Do I remember how to do this now? No, it's got to be an excellent. Not worth it if it's not an excellent. Damn it.
Nice, I got one.
We got a Skygill. Here's a B rank. So the Skygill was the A-ranked fish. If we change bait, the fish that we're likely to get changes as well.
Hey!
Doesn't mean we can't get the other ones, of course.
That's it.
No, only great. No. Yes.
Nice, I got one.
And crab. Rank C. 1 new material. Right, so now we need to get like the lowest ranked fish. Or the not necessarily even the lowest ranked fish, just a fish that's like, I mean there's a fishing spot all the way over there. Let's swoop around.
The ocean is
But then I'll be missing people to talk to. There's an event that happens there. Damn it. I want to get the last fish. But the high likelihood is we'll end up catching a load of different fish if I do that. 3 types of fish caught gets me new material though. We'll be back for you, fish, when I've got more access to the area. Welcome. Are you out of town? I've got a wide assortment of goods here that would be perfect for souvenirs if you'd like to take a look. By the way, this track reminds me of the, like, Ender Lilies, Ender Magnolia, weirdly. In the weirdest way. I guess there's a lilt in it. Our shop carries specialty items from Messeldam, Remiferi, and even Northumbria. You're bound to find something that will tickle your fancy. Oh, it's the piano. It's not far off from the actual main... the Ender Lilies title theme.
Alrighty.
It really isn't. Handicrafts from Remiferi and Northumbria make for popular souvenirs here at Messeldam. High-quality winter clothing imported from the north is another one of our big sellers. My point is, our selection here differs quite a bit from what you find in other towns, so be sure to enjoy it. You can hear it, can you? Yeah.
Let me know if you need anything at all.
You can buy antiseptic, ingredients. Tyrell Times issue 2 is now available. And some gifts on top of that. A starlit night for Agnes. Picture book with cute and trendy illustrations and a wooden animal puzzle for Yume. Also, a rubber grip enlarges your rod's reeling angle. I always like enlarging. Maybe I'll buy some more dumplings before I say anything too wrong.
Please come back anytime.
Alright, you bought that there, but that means we have a whole new paper to read. So, Tyrell Times issue 2. 1 of 9. The sweep can't begin until we get through this, but it seems about the T-phone again. Technology. The T-phone sales exceeded wildest expectation. They exceeded indeed. 1 month ago, the T-phone, a consumer model Zypher, was released to the public. Despite its hefty price tag, sales have shot through the roof, with sources claiming a second production run has already been ordered to meet the product's sky-high demand. The T-Phone is a consumer-grade communications device based on the same technology as the Zypher Standard, a 6th generation battle augment developed independently by the Verne Company. The secret source that led to the T-Phone's explosive popularity seems to be the sheer number of special features as well as its general versatility. Older antiquated communication devices such as previous generation combat augments like the Enigma and Arcus units offered basic calling and messaging features, with simple camera being the most complex feature one could expect out of them. I mean, we've always got better stuff than that, to be fair. The Zypher and T-Phone, in contrast, come standard issue with the ability to connect to the Orbital Net, from which a user can install various applications. This allows for an unprecedented degree of customizability. Also, I'd rather have my battle augment separate from the Orbital Net for hacking reasons, right? The T-Phone is also capable of performing basic calculations, making it usable for data processing purposes as well. When the development of the Zypher Standard first began, a number of concerns were raised regarding the exclusion of the Epstein Foundation from the project, and over the Verne Company developing the technology independently. Now, however, it is clear that the Verne staff's tireless efforts bore fruit. There is no doubt the Zypher Standard and the T-Phone will support the work and lifestyles of people all over the Republic for many years to come. Culture. Vegas Films and Kowloon Pictures co-production nears completion. Does it? Sources say that a long-awaited collaborative endeavor between Vegas Films and Kowloon Pictures is finally nearing the end of principal photography. Over the past several days, the filming of the climactic scene has been taking place in the city of Messeldam. This film will mark the first time movie stars Judith, Lanster and Nina Fenley appear on screen together, further adding to fans' insatiable anticipation for the feature. It is no small wonder, seeing as how this is a crossover between the actress's signature works, Golden Blood and Wolves Requiem. We interviewed Miss Judith and Miss Nina during the first day of filming in Messeldam. Both expressed their excitement and enthusiasm for the movie, and when asked whether they had anything to share with their fans, they had this to say. Judith Lanster: "Thanks for being there every step of the way in my acting journey, everyone. I'm super stoked to be sharing the spotlight with my friend and colleague Nina this time around. Seeing her own journey and how all her hard work and diligence has paid off has been super inspiring for me, so I'm happy and proud to be standing alongside her. As for how Zoe and Michelle end up involved in each other's lives, well, you'll have to watch the movie and find out yourselves." Nina Fenley: "I'm beyond honored to have this opportunity to star in such an important film alongside Judith, who I've looked up to through my whole career. This movie will show a new side to Michelle's character, so after watching it, you'll have a better, deeper understanding of who she really is. I will do my best to give as authentic a performance as possible as we wrap up filming." National. 3 months after the collapse of Almata, has peace returned to the Republic. 3 months have passed since Almata's reign of terror was brought to an end. They were a mafia group who, while active, dominated the Republic's criminal underworld from the shadows and committed heinous atrocities, the likes of which have rarely been seen throughout recorded history. Almata was without question a catalyst in the decline of the Republic's public order, so how will their demise ultimately affect the state of security and crime within our nation, one might ask? First and foremost, in Edith, many organizations that were affiliated with Almata and groups of predominantly young, delinquent Almata subcontractors, often referred to as gangsters, have been rounded. Oh my god. Calling gangsters subcontractors is hilarious. They've been rounded up and arrested by capital authorities. That is not, however, to say that organized crime has gone away on the whole. On the contrary, turf wars and small-scale conflicts between local gangsters have been on the rise in recent months. Without a major crime organization like Almata to rein them in, small-time crooks have free rein to do as they please. This state of criminal affairs is not exclusive to Edith. Our sources claim the power balance in seedy organizations in Longport's eastern quarter has begun to shift. Though details remain unclear, public safety has reportedly begun to deteriorate, and a number of violent incidents between feuding criminals is increasing. Meanwhile, on the western side of the Republic, the Dolor family, a criminal enterprise that had declined in influence due to Almata's rise to power, are now staging their comeback in the wake of Almata's downfall. On the bright side, the citizens of Messeldam, the former hearth and home of Almata, have recovered a sense of relief now that the criminal organization has met its timely demise. Moreover, their absence has had positive ripple effects in Messeldam's local economy. The flow of trade is as fluid as a river now that it has been released from Almata's iron grip. And tourists can once again come and go without fear of attacks from the erstwhile mafia group. However, that does not mean the city is free from criminal elements. The seedy soil from which Almata sprung to life remains undisturbed, and until the malignance that lies in the city's underbelly is unearthed, true peace will not find its roots. Tourism. Recommended tropical resorts for winter season. As the long, cold winter rages on, our readers are no doubt seeking a reprieve, perhaps in the form of the warm temperatures southern nations are currently enjoying. If you found yourselves nodding at that statement, then read on, because we at the Tyrell Times have some hot and sunny resort recommendations for you. First on our list of getaway locations, the Principality of Elsame. Although common perception paints Elsame as one big desert, we assure you there are many oases that lie within. The most notable of which is Whitehaven, a beach that sits on the southern coast of Elsame and is known for its strikingly gorgeous white sand. This seashore resort has been renowned as a first-class must-visit vacation hotspot for years, thanks to its breathtaking sights and pleasant environment. Our next destination is the Liberl Kingdom. Although Liberl is firmly situated in the western side of the continent, its relative positioning towards the south grants it a warm, temperate climate, which is why in recent years, tourists have been flocking across its borders in droves. Liberl also boasts a great many mountainous regions and is surrounded by clear blue seas on its south and west sides, lending the area not only a nice relaxing sea breeze, but also swaths of natural attractions for all to enjoy. Finally, we turn our attention to the Central East with its in-development resorts in Vallis. Although Vallis itself is an attractive destination in its own right, they have been investing heavily of late into a number of in-development Central Eastern resorts outside the city. They can be found along the coastline and on nearby islands. These resorts aim to compete with Elsame's Whitehaven and promise to provide top-notch service to their guests, so vacationers in search of a nice pleasant respite should add them to their travel bucket lists. A Vallis-funded hotel's reputation for high-quality guest service and management know-how in ecological landscaping has led wealthy entrepreneurs and landowners to come knocking on Vallis's door, requesting consultation for projects involving the transformation of privately owned islands and mountains into full-blown resorts. Some clients have even outsourced these projects to them entirely. In this day and age, you never know when a patch of land could suddenly turn into a Vallis-backed luxury resort. Second paper read. Makes you wonder what'll happen when we go on the other route. If there'll be a big paper to read there too. Oh, a public bath, you say?
Don't worry, guys. This bathhouse does, in fact, come complete with a sweet, sweet sauna.
So, you looked into that before coming here, huh? Why am I not surprised?
You shouldn't be. Oh, you're from out of town, aren't you? Any and all travelers are more than welcome to bathe here. Why don't you take this chance to experience our authentic Loylys? Loylys are a type of sauna developed in Remotheria in Northumbria, as I recall. I suppose it's no surprise that there'd be one in a northern port town. Yeah, the real deal is really something. Once you try one, it sticks with you for life. First, you hit yourself with something called a Vita to improve your circulation. Then the aromatics and herbs get added into. Okay, let's stop there before you launch into another rambling session. Why, but aren't you a knowledgeable young man? Feel free to drop by whenever you get a chance. Our Loylys will satisfy the pickiest of connoisseurs, even those born and raised on them agree. You know what we're doing next. Retirement just isn't for me. I intend to continue managing this place for a long, long time yet. Lately, I've even been experimenting with extra aromas and other such methods to keep the experience fresh for my customers. You can be sure of one thing, as long as I draw breath, this bathhouse will always be on the rise. One day, I chose poo as my aroma. Everyone here got in their bath and out of their bath very fast. The turnover was great. I was able to get more people in there. Ridiculous profits.
Nothing beats a hot bath on a cold day.
On that day. Next week, they didn't have many customers, though. 500 mirror.
This is perfect.
That's some very tight whities you've got there. I'm sorry, the angle makes me look.
Don't you think it's a little too steamy in here?
It's so nice and warm in here.
And he's blissed out yet again.
That sure perked me up.
Come see us again.
Oh, nothing like a good hot bath.
I was about to say, that was before, after all. Sort of visited Act 1A. Done. That makes me wonder what else is there for me to get at this point in time. One bond max is already on there. 25 enemies logged. Dishes sampled. I can really push that now, to be honest. Papers collected. Movie brochures acquired, of course. Right? What is with that angular van? I know, it was way more pronounced on van. 25 chests plundered. SPG cases closed, of course. 2 out of 5 we done. Gifts given. Oh, we should give our gifts. Topics, movies watched. Same as before. Rank A fish caught. Gives us a fair bit of money. Free treasure chest with orbal locks open. Gives us GAP. GAP. Locals max. Drivers gained. Zypher unlockings, of course. Kincaid's is something we have to do too. I heard you wanted more characters, but I would like this quadruple tactical bonus so I can have the carbuncle sooner rather than later. I mean, this is going to give me a lot of money in the future, so if I could just keep evading attacks on portals. And more of these skill stone. Martian Garden MVP obtained as Quatre. Wait, there was... Okay. There is... Thingy and MVP?
Planner launched.
Alright, let's give this Starlit Knight to Agnes.
Thank you.
And the wood animal puzzle?
Thanks a bunch, Van.
Do you, May? From a distance. There's no connect
Planner
events
launched.
there. No bonding for us to do.
Next up, we have our music hour coming to you live across the nation.
Music hour. Hey, is it you? Yay! Oh, not a bad choice at all. Ivan really knows what he's doing as the current proprietor. No doubt I'll stumble across a quality find or two. Well, what do we have here? You're Van, yes? We ran into each other a few times last year. You're also a patron of our workshop, as I recall. Rebecca and Chris have been treating you well, I hope. Oh, that's right. Your children run Stanley's factory in Old Town. We've been getting by, more or less. How about you, Filinkoff? Still leaving the work to your kids so you can run off and play? In a manner of speaking. I was in the mood to scarf it in gems at the north this time. Well, that takes me as up to the winds to decide. Guess the time since we last met hasn't dulled that free spirit in you. Maybe rein it back a bit, though. I bet Rebecca and Chris would appreciate it. I have a bit of a history with the previous owner of this workshop. Ceramics were actually just one of the many fields he dabbled in. As a matter of fact, he introduced me to a variety of rare handicrafts and clockwork curios. This is my first visit since his grandson took over. I have to say, though, Ivan's aesthetic sense is no less promising. Alright, what do you sell? Rare items, vitality droplets?
Come again. What would you like?
And in terms of items, you are the trade guy, of course. Soldier's medal can be made, or we can upgrade a force emblem to make it a little bit better if I want to. And to be honest, it doesn't really cost that much new material. Probably a waste. And if I had more stuff not equipped currently, I guess I'd be able to
Come again.
maybe do a bit more. Welcome to Living Sky Orbal Factory. Would you like to browse our wares? Our workshop has been creating these traditional northern-style ceramics for generations now. They require the use of delicate techniques and have received much praise over the years, a fact that we are very proud of. We also do some consignment sales and orbit maintenance on behalf of certain arms companies. That they trust us with these duties reflects their faith in those aforementioned techniques we've mastered.
Well,
My grandfather was the one who originally built up this workshop. All told, I have a ways to go before I can measure up to him. We've got a lot of loyal customers depending on us, though, so I plan on striving hard to reach his level. There's a lot of music hour right now.
Allow me to assist.
Right, we can modify our orbment and buy arse drivers and open slots and more. Virgo's available. Hydro cannon. Yes, we need that for Agnes. Tier S Curia Phalasson Icicle Hammer. What else is there available? Plugins? No, let me buy the Whirlpool thing. Oh no, I'm gonna have to do it with Aerial Dust instead. Where's my ridiculous Whirlpool spell? Right, we can buy a variety of courts, some now new to us to see. But really, I should be modifying my orbment, to be fair. Slots don't cost all that much to do. They do lower down, though, don't they? 320 time for you. Let's unlock a couple of these slots. It's already unlocked. Doo-doo. Oh, you've already got a nice amount unlocked because of, I guess, joining a bit later, yeah. Yes, they're all at the same level, really. Let's get Van kitted out. Not that I've got anything to put in there, but you know what I mean. Better to have those slots than not. We could also make ourselves some cores to deal with that. Wouldn't surprise me. Quatre already has that, of course. Pretty sure you have an attack courts.
Modifying your orbit, that's a single element slot.
Yes, it is, but we can remove the stuff
That's a single element slot.
and move it on. So it's all good. Needs to be on the attack line, right?
New shards, that's a single element slot.
Okay, we can't do all of them, though. I realise now
Single element
I should
slot.
have blind there, because it gives more
Single
value.
element slot. New shard skill
Yep,
added.
Chrono Impact 2. Always have the break
New
one
shard
here.
skill added. Shard
Break
skills
one.
updated.
The others are kind of for the others at this point.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Mine one you already have, so that's useless. But you do not have a
A new
cast.
skill I see.
Switching to
Switching to maintenance mode.
We can see the other one stuff. I mean, I could always get you the mine in the EP cut as well.
Skills updated. Hey, that's a single element slot. Skills updated.
There we go. Couple of courts, couple of this, here and that.
Hope to see you again. Allow me to assist.
And equipment and gifts to be bought as well for Quatre and for Nadia. Northern Lampshade for Cat. And Innocent Doll for Nadia to form into an explosive device. Is what I'd imagine takes place. And the question is, what gear do I want? So the difference is a larger A-res on the scale mail or evasion stead. Let's buy 3 nylon parkas. And then remember that I should do it one at a time because of how things work. Buy your weapons, and hopefully we can upgrade them straight away. Too bad you didn't come with better stuff to begin with. Alright, Defender B gives you a straight up increase. We could go with extra evasion with a Mirage Type 2. Or accuracy with Sapana. Genius Beta probably is the majorly arts one. Evasion or accuracy? I feel accuracy's pretty good when it comes to this stuff. Do you know what I mean? Arts damage. What gives you the most? It's definitely Genius Beta. And there starts to go the money. And then we will upgrade our gear. And we have our previously lower one as well, but we need to do the Cutlass Edge, 2U materials, Cobalt Ray, and the Sidewinder. Give you your new nylon parkas. And maybe an accessory as well. CP up should definitely go to you. I'll keep the ADF on you though for the drop chance, so we've got that going. And then strength defense for Judith. Get you a nylon parka as well. Didn't really buy shoes, but shoes aren't that good an upgrade, are they? I mean, it depends how much... Oh, okay, that's a massive amount of movement on the Trek shoes. And it's speed as well. Evasion, speed slightly higher there. The movement's only so much higher. Yeah, I'd rather have full move, I guess. I'm guessing money and resources are all of that are going to be shared between the two groups. So the real issue here, as we give our gifts over, is wondering...
Wonder what this'll go for. Just kidding.
Are we taking away from the other sides being able to buy stuff? From what I'm up to. 10 drivers gain. EP charge 4. Stores all EP. Interestingly, Filinkoff's shop didn't get sorted out.
What would you like?
So why exactly? Because I didn't scroll over everything?
Come again. What would you like?
Yes.
Come again.
I should be fine now. And so the sweep continues now that we've purchased a hell of a lot of stuff. Should we dodge the White Well Inn? Maybe see about the green marker? There's a certain police officer over there. To be honest, the quest might take us to places too.
All right.
There's a 4 SPG on the bulletin board. A prized possession. About 9 years ago, I happened to lose a childhood treasure of mine here in Messeldam. I know the idea seems a little far-fetched, but I'm hoping it's still somewhere in the city. Would you be willing to help search for it? I'll be waiting for your answer at the chapel, Francisca. Any more? Nope, it's just that. What is going on? What is for us to do? The chapel's right here, after all. There's a cinema, too.
May Adios be with us.
Though it has been long since our matters collapsed, many of us yet harbour unrest within our hearts. The reality is that there are many who have gone astray, but are they not also human? Can we not face and understand them? For what reason do people err? By confronting these truths and striving to empathize, we can reshape our fear and unrest for the better. We mustn't see them as demons beyond our comprehension, for on the whole, they, like us, are children of the goddess. Even before that dreadful mafia took hold here, this city has suffered from many issues. Those who perpetrate them are still fellow human beings. Only by confronting and at times redeeming them can we achieve true tranquility. It is our duty as members of the clergy to guide the people without prejudice or oversimplification. There is much I can learn from Father Rodion's tolerant and impartial ways, but I have to question the significance of treading into the affairs of those who have lost their way. Surely there must be options other than confronting those who have shown no signs of repenting for their misdeeds.
Well...
But say, his church is a slightly different layout. But still a school. Alright class, it's time to begin our lesson. Today we will be taking a deeper look into the culture of our local region. Messeldam is known for its thriving scene of cultural arts originating from the north. For example, Mina, you practice ballet, don't you? A lot of people say I've gotten really good lately. There's a recital coming up this weekend and I've been working extra hard for it. I watched Mina dance at one of those a while ago. It was super pretty. You should bring the church to see her too, Sister Olga. I appreciate the invitation, Tony, but let's get back to the lecture, shall we? Now, our first topic is how cultural arts from the northern regions, such as ballet, took root here. This class was started in order to help the children develop some pride in their community culture. Many of them are left feeling anxious and unsure due to the various problems Messeldam faces, but even so, I don't want them growing up to resent their hometown. They deserve to look back on these days with fond memories. Messeldam has a whole lot of history behind it. I wonder if Mama and Papa like living here too. I'm gonna ask them when I go home. Dad says I'm good at ballet too, so I'm gonna do my best and keep at it. I wanted to tell one of my classmates about the recital too, but he didn't come to Sunday school today either. Maybe something really did happen to him.